There is no shortage in the vortex. There is no lack in the vortex. You cannot overspend in the vortex. You cannot get more than your fair share in the vortex. Your vortex will expand proportionally to the desires that you put there, and so will everyone else's, and the entire consciousness of the universe expands because of the combined mass of the vortices that you all are setting forth. In other words, you do not need to ever worry about depriving someone else of something because you have put it into your vortex of creation. They've got their own thing going on. And the only thing that ever causes anyone else to ever deprive themselves of something that they want is that they've put it into their vortex, but they are not going there because they're beating the drum of the current reality that is keeping them vibrationally out of sync with who they have now become. We can all go home because you will never hear it more clearly, and we have never said it better. So there cannot possibly be any questions. Well, there is just that one question. How do I get in the vortex? So let's talk about that. Milking it. You know what we mean by milking it? In other words, stay there and savor more and take your time and debate about it. It's like eating something delicious, and rather than scarfing it, eating it slowly and making an effort to identify the flavor and share it with others around the table and hear what they think about it too. In other words, milk it. Focus on pleasurable things and hold yourself there deliberately for the purpose of training your vibration to an inside the vortex vibration. And do it with the things that are easiest first. That's really the most important thing. Do it with the easy things first. And then you get so accustomed to being in the vortex that life won't give you things that are very far away from it. As we were saying to our friend earlier, you don't have a big range of choices because your choices are very close to where you're hanging out vibrationally. So imagine milking it and getting in the vortex and milking it and getting in the vortex and milking it and holding the vibration. Get in there and look through your favorite things. Read your love letters again. List your positive aspects. Look through your pictures that thrill you. Milk it, milk it, milk it, milk it. Train yourself into vibrational accord with what is in your vortex. And then that's where you're hanging out. And now the range of choices that you have are all pretty close to there. That's why the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. In other words, you hang around there and life gives you more good stuff. The more you take the opportunity to look for pleasing opportunities, the more pleasing opportunities come to you. It is just a law of attraction, you see. You came forth into this body and you are comparing and sorting and sifting through data. And all day, every day, you are launching preferences vibrationally, just like all creators do. And as you launch those preferences vibrationally, even though you and others in your neighborhood might not be able to see it because it has not manifested in a way that it can be translated through your physical senses, it exists nevertheless. It is a vibrational reality. And we hope today that we are able to bring you to the place where you are able to feel the content of your vibrational reality as vividly as we feel it and see it and know it to be. Because if you can accept the reality, the concrete reality of your vibrational reality, the reality that precedes all manifestations, and if you can begin today to look forward to your vibrational reality, you will today begin to live your life the way you intended to do it. Think about it. As source energy coming forth into a physical body, you actually made the decision to come forth, get ready for the drum roll, into an infant body with no teeth. An infant body, not able to even stand up. An infant body, completely dependent upon someone else for resources. An infant body, not ready to take hold of your life. An infant body, that's the confidence with which you came as consciousness into this time-space reality. Understanding so fully that even in that infant body, you would stand as a consciousness that would emanate preferences, knowing that those preferences would move into this vortex of creation, and that the larger part of you and that which man calls God would tend it and hold it and beam the light so bright and call you toward it. You understood, you had such faith and confidence that well-being was yours. And that is the confidence with which we want to restore you today. We want to bring you back to remembering who you are. We want to awaken within you a memory of this vortex of creation, this vibrational reality. We want to distract you from the reality that you call real life reality. And we want to convince you that the reality, even the reality that you are living right here today, is past tense. It's done. It's old news. And where everything is at, where all of the action of life is, where everything that you are, everything that you have recently become, and everything that you are humanly, physically moving toward is in this vortex of creation. We want to distract you from the reality that you are so enamored with and that holds you back vibrationally from matching up to who you really are. So how do you stop doing that thing you do? How do you even identify that you're doing that thing you do that's keeping you from your alignment? Well, the first way to recognize that you're doing that thing you do that's keeping you from it is you feel negative emotion. And don't worry, if you don't notice the negative emotion and you keep doing that thing you do, the negative emotion will get more. And if you still ignore it, don't worry if you don't stop doing that thing you do, which is complaining, which is criticizing, which is pushing against, which is... You know what it is. If you still continue to do that thing you do that holds you in resistance to all that you are, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger until eventually you have a manifestational indicator. And to be really accurate and fair with you, you constantly have manifestational indicators. What you're living, your life as it is right now, is a perfect manifested indicator of your mix of vibration. So the money in your bank account matches your mix. The condition of your body matches your mix. The clarity of your mind matches your mix. The people you're hanging around with match your mix. The way people treat you in traffic matches your mix of vibration. Everything that is happening to you is a perfect law of attraction response to what you've got going on vibrationally. So, do you get the angle that we're offering to you here today?